Hello and welcome back to the Regimentals YouTube channel. It's been some time since my last video. It's been a few months. We've had Christmas, we've had New Year. Many reasons for not uploading. My daughter, who is the mastermind of the YouTube videos, she's moved away, taken on a new job. So I'm struggling to have the support to get the videos done, but we are able to continue. And I've also started a new cafe. I've become a full-time karate instructor as a hobby. So many reasons why there's been a delay in bringing videos to you, but we're back, and we're back with a bang. And in today's video, I'm going to do my usual format of featuring a few pieces which are coming onto this week's update. So we're going to be updating on Friday around 2 o'clock UK time, as we normally do. In the last few weeks, we've managed to purchase a large collection of medals and badges. Nothing super rare, but just general mid-range badges. And they're going to be going onto the website Friday, and it's going to be what we call a bun fight, really, for people trying to get the ones they need. We always remind you, don't hesitate emailing questions, asking for extra photos. If your question is about delivery or layaway payments, just order it. We're very, very flexible. We can always work with you. So, as well as the medals and badges which are going onto the update, I wanted to feature a few of the larger, more expensive, more exclusive items which are either on the website or going on Friday. And I'm going to start off with the flag here that's on the table. So this flag is very, very large. Therefore, it's very difficult for me to display. The pictures on the website will be your best bet of viewing this item because I've had to take pictures outside to show its size. But what it actually is, it's called a Führer Standard. So it's the Führer Standard, and it's a large flag that would appear in every place where Adolf Hitler would go. So they had large ones, small ones, medium-sized ones, and depending on the event or where it was taking place, or depending on the size. Now this is large size, but it's also marine marked. It's got the eagle with the M on it, which signifies that it's Kriegsmarine. So we assume that this flag has come off of a battleship. Now you could say it's come off of a destroyer, a cruiser, or a smaller frigate, but due to the size of it, we think it was off of a battleship. And also, why would Adolf Hitler go and visit on a cruiser? He probably wouldn't. So his visit would more than likely be to a battleship. We can't identify which battleship it's from. It's got a lot of wear on it, a few repairs as well. But it's just a lovely historical piece, which has been an event where Adolf Hitler was. Now, the important thing is not to glorify that. We don't promote these items as selling them because Hitler was there. It's great authenticity for the iconic pieces. It's all about the history and the history of where these pieces have been and the action they've seen. So it's just a fantastic piece, very, very rare, very hard to get markings on it. And moving on from that, there's another flag here which is already on our website. Now this is instantly recognisable as the Deutschland Avaka standard. This is the standard that is carried on parades by the Allgemeine SS. You see it with its banner top and usually its box as well below it stating which area it's from. And the interesting thing about these, a lot of people already know a lot about these, but they're iconic. And what some people don't realise or understand is that Adolf Hitler has touched every single one of these, because what he used to do, he would be followed around by a man called Grimminger, who would carry the blood flag. The blood flag was just the right flag, but it was the original flag, or considered one of the original flags of the SA and SS and the Nazi Party. And what he used to do, he would go to events and he would take hold of the blood flag and touch every one of these Deutschland Avaka standards with the blood flag. So you can guarantee that each and every one of these flags has been touched or handled by Adolf Hitler. They're very, very rare. The banner tops as well, very, very rare. And this one is on our website. I think it's about £28,000, somewhere in that vicinity. But it is the iconic flag of the Third Reich era. Moving on to my next item that I wanted to feature is this stunning Waffen-Ss officer's crusher cap. Now, as I've explained in previous videos, crusher caps are the one item that I particularly like, but they're very, very much more collected than your standard caps. It's because of their iconic shape. They're so pretty to look at, and the insignia on this one is the officer's insignia, obviously with the silver bullion wire and the Bevo officer's skull stitched onto the velvet sweatband. It's lovely condition and a lovely maker's label inside with the date 1939 and the soldier's name. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. Hans Gunther Bernau. Hard to pronounce, hard to read without my glasses on. But what we have been able to do is identify him with pictures, and here's a picture of him here. History of who he was and where he's been, and including a photograph of, we think, him wearing that cap. It's very hard to identify because it's a very poor quality photo, but it looks to me like it is that cap. I guess we're never going to know. Still, a lovely piece with history. Being a Waffen-SS officer's cap, it's going to be expensive, but being the Crusher style and identified, you're talking about a premium item. Next item I wanted to feature was to my right here, which is this Army General's tunic. Very large size, nice bit of wear on it, medal loops, ribbon bars sewn through the buttonhole. It's got the Celion type shoulder boards with the earlier collar patches. Nice standard mid-war eagle as well, not the Celion eagle. And also a photograph of him wearing the tunic here. There's a name inside. I'm not going to go into too much detail on it because I want it to appear on the website. I want to encourage you to go onto the update and read about it. But it's very hard to find an identified general's tunic. There's also some paperwork on who the general was. But just a lovely piece. Some people like the general's tunics with the red pipe going down it. I think that's the earlier style. But any general's tunic for the army is extremely hard to get and also very popular and a very fast seller. So please check out the website and have a look for that. I think it's about £5,300, £5,400. But, you know, it's a reasonable price for an identified large size general's tunic. So the next piece is this stunning garment on the mannequin here. This is an extremely rare piece of uniform. It's the Waffen-SS Paratrooper Smock. Very few of these are known. I personally know of three. Two of them are in one collection, and another one, and then this one. This is the fourth one I've seen. You sometimes have seen them with the eagle on the arm, but this is on the breast. I don't think there was any designation on where the eagle should be. The thing about the SS paratroopers is there's not much stuff out there. I've owned in the past a paratrooper's helmet shell with an SS decal on the side. I purchased that in America many years ago, but they didn't do much. Yes, it's SS, yes, it's paratroopers, so therefore you would think together that they would be extremely popular and well collected. But they didn't do enough during the war to create those mythical stories of the action that they had. However, the fact remains is that it's an extremely rare item. So from an investment point of view, the fact they didn't do much, it doesn't diminish the item because it's about the rarity and how many are known. People will know that in the book that I published, Ausrüstung, I used one of these on the front cover with some equipment on it because the book is about equipment. But I subtly put the SS Smock underneath the equipment just to show, and people will look at it and say, well, what's that smock there? Noticing it's the SS camouflage. I also featured these in the book that I published called Fallschirmjäger, Volume 1, about smocks. And at the back of the book, we go on to talk about the SS divisions. And some of the ones that I know from collections are featured in that book. But this one is not. This one has come out of the woodwork. It's not known. So that's 4 now that I know of. And I'm sure there must be more out there. But an extremely rare piece. Really, it's for that very advanced SS collector or very advanced paratroop collector, someone who's got all of the smocks already. But a stunning, stunning piece. Very, very rare. And then just behind them here, I wanted to indulge in one of my passions, which, as many viewers know, Afrika Korps. I've always collected Afrika Korps. I always love it. And I recently managed to take back on consignment this stunning, very early 1940 Karl Halfer transport cap. Now this cap, I found this cap many years ago at Farnham, which is a military show in the west of England. And I've owned this now 2 or 3 times, selling it, trading it back, buying it back. And it's, to me, it's one of the most iconic caps, being such a thick material, the early 1940 material, Karl Haufer, known for the zigzag stitching on both the eagle and the cockade. Blue transport insignia. It's just so stunning. And what's interesting about this one is it has a privately placed officer's sweatband inside the cap, so the soldier has made it more comfortable for himself by inserting the leather sweatband. And when you pull that sweatband down behind where the soutache is, you see so much sand and grit and dirt. It's just something that you just know has been through so much. And I featured this in my publication, Africa Corps. I think it has a double-page spread of lovely photographs, but a stunning piece. I'm so pleased to get it back on consignment. And then I also just wanted to show this one piece here. This one's not for sale, but it's from my own private collection. This is, to me, the most stunning Panzer Grenadier Lubstein cap with very worn eagle, roundel, and the lovely worn green soutache there. Lubstein 1941 is the marker, the maker mark inside. It's slightly faded, not bleached. But I bought this myself from that large collection that we took in last year with all the SS, paratrooper and combat equipment. And this was the one piece which I had to own myself. I just absolutely love it. So I just wanted to, indulge in the video by showing that. As I said, it's not for sale. When I say it's not for sale, everything's for sale. But it's one that I intend to keep for the time being. So, as I said at the start of the video, it's been quite difficult for me to get back into the routine of filming the videos, and it feels very unnatural now that I'm doing it again after so long. So please forgive me if the video seems a little bit uncomfortable. It's just me getting back into the pattern of it. I want to end the video with showing a spread of all the medals and badges which are coming onto the website, just to give you a teaser of what you're going to see. Holding here I have the lovely 50 tank assault badge, which is probably the premium badge from that collection. Really nice piece. As I said at the start of the video, be quick on the update. If you see the medal or the badge you want, just order it and ask any questions later. We will be updating 2 o'clock on Friday. Please keep watching the website. Please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. And hopefully, as I said, I'll be back next week with another video. So keep watching.